And women that protect our community are looking for people to join their team. The Austin Police Department is now accepting applications for the 2019 Regular Police Academy. Joining us today to discuss how to apply and what all it takes is Senior Police Officer Nettie Rogers. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So tell us a little bit, first and foremost, what do you have to have, or what qualifications in order to join the police department?
So you have to be a U.S. citizen, you have to be at least 20.5 to 45 years old, and have a valid and current driver's license and a high school diploma or GED. And those are all the requirements that you need. And obviously, if you want to be a career in law enforcement, that's one of the most important things, that you want to serve the city of Austin.
And what do you guys look for when it comes to what would make a good candidate, or someone who would be a good candidate for a police officer?
Well, they go through a series of testing, and you know, we are looking for people that we can train, and then obviously they want to be police officers, serve the city of Austin, and make the city of Austin safer.
Tell us about the hiring process. So if someone says, okay, I meet those qualifications, I'm interested, what's the process look like?
They're going to submit their application, then they'll be contacted for initial testing, and they'll come to the recruiting office, do a series of tests, then there'll be the background investigation, and then after that, sometime next summer is when the academy starts.
Okay, you mentioned the application. Can they apply online, or where do you find that application?
Yes, ma'am. They can apply online at apdrecruiting.org. That's where they'll find a link to the application.
And just a question with some of those tests, you mentioned there are several tests that you have to take in order to qualify. We know that the Police Association questioned whether or not tests would be available because there isn't a contract right now with the city, but do you guys have testing ready to go?
Yes, we do, and we fall under the civil service test, and that is going to be in January.
Okay, fantastic. You know, what are some of the career opportunities that someone can have if they decide to join the police department?
Well, they have to do initial 4 years of patrol, and then after that they can move on to specialized units like the recruiting unit, SWAT, you know, bomb squad, and then also they have the opportunity to move on to being getting a promotion, becoming detectives, and moving on the ranks.
So pretty exciting opportunities there. You guys are going to talk more about this at an event this weekend. Tell us about that.
Yes, so we have the Women in Law Enforcement event, or the Women's Information Session, and it's going to be at our recruiting office on Saturday at 10 a.m. at the recruiting office, which is 1520 Rutherford Lane. And we're specifically targeting women because we feel that sometimes they might have specific questions, you know, just for females, like what do we feel about, you know, being in such a male-dominated career. So we want them to come to us. They'll have a one-on-one, and we'll answer their questions.
And we want to point out, representation is important, diversity is important. It's great to have women who are police officers, right?
Yes,
you bring another level to the department.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So we want to increase those numbers, bringing more women into the department.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today, Senior Officer Rogers. Of course, if you guys want to apply, we have all of that information online on our website, kview.com.